Lua tue te le pese te le usuna spesi ngai te oka e ka pa malama ya ai le ka mai te mo lava te patalo pa tu sunga pa fengai ngam la tu fatua mai tatu e kale sia pa sunga wa um la tu fatua te ba ma tina ma tu mo fa tatu ma futa le le tu la ia ele ngalo lava tatu tu pulanga talabo mai tatu o te bola i te pa ia o la mo che setu ia o te awele o te bola i te ne block out space ia ele a matus from talanga te pamalulu atu o le whanga ina le tatu ngana sa mo mali ngana pa Britania ia pa tala ese le tatu kumo le tatu pa mo pa love. So yeah, before coming on stage I've been trying to think what is it that I should talk about, and then I went to sleep last night. I still hadn't written a speech, and I told Swangi here, I woke up this morning and then something told me to talk about this that I'm going to talk about now. Okay, so I'm sorry if it's a bit left, right and center and everywhere, but it's something I thought, well, let's just do it, let's wing it, let's do it. Okay, so what I want to share is a story. So it's a Sunday, 22nd of October last year. And he had a sermon. It was Mark chapter 10, verse 46 to 52. The story, and I'll quickly explain to you the story. It's not going to be long and boring, okay? And then I'll explain to you how it applies to my life that I had in 2012, because 2012 was a huge change in my life, and I thank God for what He has done for me. So basically, there was a blind Bartimaeus man, right? And he was sitting on the side of the street. And Jesus and his disciples were leaving Jericho, and they were walking. And this blind man could hear Jesus, everyone saying, "Oh, Jesus is here! Jesus is here!" And he could hear. The blind man couldn't see though. So he calls out to Jesus. He calls, "Jesus, the Son of David, have mercy on me." People say, "Shh, don't feel Bartimaeus, be quiet. Who do you think you are? Be quiet." And he goes, "No, no, no, no." And he goes even louder, "Jesus, the Son of David, have mercy on me." And then Jesus heard him, and he goes, "Bring him to me." So the person was brought forward to Jesus. Then he stands up. He was brought forward to Jesus. He takes off his garments. He stands up, and he goes to Jesus. And then Jesus says to him, "Because of your faith in me," he asks him, "What is it that you want from me?" And then he says, "We'll just hang on over here. We'll just get these people to sit down. That's all good." It takes it away from the real meaning of that, That's all good. Okay, so what happens next is Jesus asks, "What is it that you want from me?" And then he says, "I want to be able to see." And then Jesus says, "Because of your faith in me, I will heal you." Okay, and that's the story. But I want to explain to you how it changed my life, because ever since the 22nd of October, that's when I went home after listening to the awa'u, and I changed everything in my life. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you how I changed it. So, first and foremost, there were 5 main events that happened. There was a blind Bartimaeus man. Put up your hand if you know what a blind person is. Does everyone know what a blind person is? Put up your hand if you've seen a blind person. Right? If you're blind, you have no sense of direction, right? You're walking this way, and what do you rely on? Your hearing aid. So when you're blind, you're walking and you're lost, right? So that's the blind Bartimaeus man. It's an illness, blindness. It's a sickness. That's what he had. For me, I wasn't blind physically, but I was blind spiritually. So for me, even though I wasn't blind, I could see where I was walking. But honestly, if I looked at exactly what I was doing between after our so'o last year in October, you wouldn't want to know me. Yes, I was the president of our youth group. Yes, I came to church. But what I was doing was something that I'm thankful to God that I've learned from. But it's been a hard journey. So I'm born from a family of 6 children and a solo mother. My dad left, and I've had to be the father figure of our family. And because I've always been the father figure of our family, I'm always in control. You know, I'm always making sure my brothers and sisters get up early, go to school, make sure that I do my homework, make sure they do their homework. And, you know, I'm always in control. So I thought everything that I did, I controlled it. But I took that for granted. And I got into the insurance industry. I went to university, I got a scholarship to go to uni, and I did a 4-year degree in youth work. My 4-year degree at youth work, I came out and worked in the insurance industry. So after wasting a student loan of 40,000 a year, you know, now 40,000 after the 4 years, and then I come and work in insurance. So from working with, hey, counseling, do you want to buy insurance? You know, it's $30 a week, you can get this. It was good, I'll tell you now, the money was awesome. And I was cracking it, I was like, yep, buy this, buy that, buy McDonald's, buy all these different foods. And that's why some of you guys would have seen me last year, I was 162.4 kgs. But now, thank goodness, I'm now 115 kgs. Okay, you know, he's raised me through the last couple of years, you know. I've always learned to serve people, But what I was doing, I was going to sell insurance at people's houses, even though I go in, there's 8 kids and a solo mother, and I knew they couldn't afford the insurance. Guess what I did? I still sold them the insurance policy. Even though I could see that they couldn't afford it, I was like, $30 a week. You could get this for your daughter, for your son, for your this. You know, I would make a couple of $100. I would leave, made myself $200. But inside, I didn't even care about me spiritually. You know, I just said, sell insurance, bang, got another, couple of $100, next house, same. You know, and I was thinking, money, that's life. I was chasing the money. Okay? But then, came to a stage where I was 162.4 kgs because I was traveling from Auckland to Wellington to Rotorua. From 7:30 in the morning I would leave home, not get back until midnight. And my brothers know this. I lost my friends, I lost my brothers and sisters. I never had time to talk with them because I was always on the road making that money. And that's what I'm trying to say now. At the beginning, on October the 22nd, 2012, I was blind. You understand where the blindness comes from? I wasn't blind physically, but spiritually I was blind. The next thing that this Bartimaeus man does, he asks for help. He calls out for Jesus. So the first one, he was blind. The second one, he yells out to Jesus for help. And that's what I had to do first. I had to ask for help. You know, I've been the oldest in my family. I never asked for help. I don't have a dad, so who do I turn to? Casper, can you help me? You know, I didn't have a dad to turn to. And that was the only thing, if I take it back, I didn't have a dad to turn to, you know, for manly stuff. You know, I can't go to Mum, Mum, I got this girl that I want to talk to you about. I'm bored, and okay? So that's the first thing that I want to talk about, you know. The first thing that the man did, you know, he asked for help to Jesus. And that's what I encourage all of our young people out there. You know, whatever temptation you're feeling now, ask for help. Okay, so for me, what I did after the launa, I went home, and believe it, you know, now my boys know me. I'm quite a tough guy. I don't try and show emotions. We had a little youth event here. Everyone was crying, and I was telling the boys, you know, and that's just the way I am. But for the first time, I went home. I honestly got down on my knees, got the Bible out, and I just prayed to Jesus. I said, Jesus, please forgive me with all my sins that I've done. You have blessed me with a family. You have blessed me with a mother who has raised me all the values that you wanted her to raise me with. And all of a sudden, I'm doing all of these different things. So that's the first thing, guys. Okay, ask for help. Just because there's so many temptations, like the sister here, Sourceside, luckily she asked for help from Mum and Dad. Ask for help. It's not the end of the world. I work now with a lot of youth out in South Auckland, and some of them I can see. I won't name them because they'll get embarrassed. Okay? But, you know, ask for help. There are youth workers out there. Heck, I'll give you my number if you want a youth worker or something like that, you know? But ask for help. The next thing that the blind man does, and I'll ask my brother here to come up, okay? The blind Bartimaeus man takes off his garments and throws it away. So a lot of us think it's just taking off clothes and then going naked. No, it's not. It's taking off all the rubbish that you've had and throw it all away. So for me, I took away the lying, throw it in the bin. Throw that stuff in the bin, my friend. All the lying and the deception, and clap every time we throw it in. Throw it away. Okay? All the fiat kenny. Wait, what? Fai apa kene melafa kama. All the money hungry and all that kind of stuff. All the fear by scuts. All of them they sound look just a little pretty. Throw it away. Last but not least, and most important, throw your sins away. He's taking his rubbish with him. Okay? Now that's really important. I actually got a rubbish bag. Okay, it cost me $2.50 because I live out west. I actually got a rubbish bag and I actually wrote down everything that I did because I'm one of those that you've got to see it. So I wrote down everything, a line. I got a rubbish bag, boom. You know, my mom said, why did I be sure? Okay? It's all the things that I had, the baggage, because sometimes you got to see it to believe it. Okay? So I encourage you to go home today. Okay? Make sure you can afford the rubbish bag first. Okay? And throw it, get your brothers and sisters. Yeah, go even more. I said, Lord, I throw all my sins. If you want me to throw myself in the thing, let me know, but he didn't. Okay. The next thing he does, the blind Bartimaeus man, okay, he stands up and he goes to Jesus. Okay? So he stands up. So if we stand up like this, what are we doing? Are we moving? No. Yes, we are. Because we're like this. Watch your tree go now. A lot of our young people these days, yep, I'm going to start my weight loss tomorrow. Yep, so you'll go out. So you'll go out. You want to go KFC? Oh, your mom. Some of us say, yeah, that's it. I'm going to get off Facebook, deactivate my account. Next minute, at midnight, some of us say, you know, I'm going to stop wagging. I'm not going to wag anymore. Yes, ma'am. Why are you pointing to each other? It doesn't happen, and that's the thing, guys. A lot of us have got to find out what your motivation is. Find out what your motivation is, and then the next question you've got to ask yourself, why is that your motivation? But then the most important thing is you've got to walk it out. You've got to action it. It's no good saying, oh yeah, I'm going to lose all this weight and never do it. Okay, because I'll tell you what, if you live out in West Auckland where Massey is, Triangle Road, man, I've been hitting that road for the last 25 weeks. Okay, I started off, my first run was an hour and a half. Now I can do it in 40 minutes. Okay, but it's been a long journey. Okay? That's what I encourage a lot of our young people. If you say it, what do you got to do? Do it. If you say it, what do you got to do? Do it. If you say it, what do you got to do? Do it. Okay? But you've got to do it. Okay? Now the next thing he does, the blind, I'm going to tell you how I changed my life. Okay, so what I did was, the first thing, obviously, I had to get rid of the insurance job. So I chucked it all away, I got out of it. Yes, I would make a couple of, I won't say how much, but you know, yes, I would make good money. But the thing is, I wasn't helping people. So I threw the insurance job away, and I prayed, God, please, show me what is it that you want from me. And I was just about to get ready to go to Australia, straight up. I was getting ready to go, and my 50-year-old knows this, and I told him about it. I was getting ready to go to Australia. I had applied for all my jobs, and then God said something. go and apply for this particular job as a youth advisor out in South Auckland. And I didn't even know, I missed the application date by like a week. I missed the application date, but I boxed it and I said, can I please still apply? You know, a week, I was late. And the lady, thank goodness, Gail Wilson, who's, I won't show who she is, but I said, please, can I still send my application in? She said, go ahead. Sent it in on Sunday night, because I rang her, and guess what happened on Monday? They called me and said, come in for an interview. After just missing it for a whole week. So I went into the interview, and then the next day on Tuesday, they did my reference, and thank you, Setu, for that as well. He gave me a good reference, and that's why I got the job. But then they rang me and said, you've got the job, Jay, you've got the job. And I said, Lord, I was just about to pack my bags and get ready to go to Australia, and then next minute, all of this came out of the blue. You know? And that's what I'm talking about, guys, you know? God works in mysterious ways. But you've got to start doing this. First, you've got to understand that you are blind at the very moment where you are now. If it's temptations, you've got to understand that you have it. The next step, like the blind man, what did he do? He asked for help to Jesus. Okay? And if it's not Jesus, if you're just like me who doesn't really understand the Bible, ask someone who does understand the Bible. And I'm very thankful for our Whaiwhiao because he is open to us. I go to him all the time just to see, explain this, explain that. And that's what I encourage a lot of our youth today. I think some of us are a bit scared to go to our Whaiwhiao because, you know, but our Whaiwhiaos are very open-hearted, you know, just like the sister here. You know, just to go up to the Whaiwhiao and just explain her scenario and her situation, that's awesome. Okay? And then the very most important thing is number 3. He throws away all the garments. Get a rubbish bag out. Start throwing all that rubbish away. Burn it. Put it on the street. If you miss the rubbish day, okay? Get rid of all that rubbish. Okay? And then this is the biggest thing here. You've got to have faith. The thing with me is I have to see it to what? Believe it. You have to see it to believe it. Because if you're going to say, I want to see it. Okay, I ain't going to believe it until you see it, but that's all it is as Christians. We have to build up that faith. So for me, I said, Lord, yep, you said don't go to Australia. You've given me this job, and thank you very much for the job. But what's next? I went to sleep, and then all of a sudden I woke up, and I'm not lying. I woke up and he goes, Jay, I want you to use the skill and the talents that I've given you, and that's public speaking. And he said, go and start a motivational youth project. Okay, and I said, sorry, yeah, I'll feel it. And some of you guys, who's seen the Inspire Pasifika YouTube clip over the last week? Thank you very much, all of you guys, Inspire Pasifika, okay? Look it up. But thank you very much for watching. I was thinking, how am I going to get this launched? So that week, I was thinking, surely, how am I going to start this? Straight away, I had a phone call, because I do security on the side. I had a phone call from an Indian guy, and I said, I want security, okay, for 60 hours. I was like, dang, Lord, what? 60 hours? That's money straight away, you know? And I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll allow me 60 hours. So I got that money, I paid for the filming, and some of you guys have seen the filming. And then I went to sleep again, you know, and then I was thinking, okay, I need speakers and mics. And Sione knows this, because he was the one that was helping me. Next minute, I need more security. Gave me another 60 hours. I was like, oh, yep, check, yep. So I bought my speakers. Then the last one, Avondale College. I used to be a teacher at Avondale College, and I was thinking, okay, I've got my microphone, I've got my filming, I need to pay for my website and my Facebook page. You know? And I said, where am I going to get the money? Okay, I love my Avondale College. We haven't paid you for the last 3 years for your holiday pay, so we're going to pay you, shall I say it? 3.5 grand for, you know, all the 3 years that you've done. And guess where all that money went to? My project. So what I'm trying to say is, God will bless you if you just throw away all the rubbish that you have. You know, this money, I never knew it was supposed to be for me. But I just prayed and I said, Lord, if this is the path that you want me to walk, show me. But the first thing is, you've got to get rid of all that rubbish. Break all that hardened hearts. Us boys here, you know what I mean. You think we're all we think we're so tough, but we've got to break it. Okay, we've got to break that hardened hearts and allow them into our life. Okay? So that's my little whamakalanga. Sorry if it went for too long. Okay? But I thank you very much for listening. So, what I'm going to do now is, I was actually going to sing you guys a song, but my youth said, Jay, we do not want everyone running out. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use some of the boys from our church youth group just to finish us off with a song that we all know, and I please encourage everyone to sing along. Okay, it's all about Lord is our salvation. Okay, and He was definitely mine, and I have just been so blessed with all the things that He has done. Okay, for me, and it's because I just humbled myself and stopped being a boss. Okay, and let Him dictate my life, not me dictate my life. Come on up, boys. Give them a round of applause. Encourage everyone to sing along. We all know the words. Here we go. Might be feeling temptations, it's overbearing, and it's difficult in life. But I'll tell you now, the Holy Bible that's in front of you, that is the answer. A lot of us start going to buy books, to read, buy cosmetics, to fix the problem. But I'm telling you now, if I can break the hardened heart that I've had, most definitely you can as well. But it all begins with you getting on your knees and praying to Jesus to say, forgive you of all your sins.
Shall I be afraid? Shall I